Welcome back. All right, more about the utility of financial advisors, and please don't get worn out. This is an important subject. I've got some more things to talk about that I think will help you as it relates to advisors and some of the misconceptions about financial advisors. You know, it's interesting. There is such a mix of information available about financial advisors in our world or in the American culture, and I'm doing my part. I've taken up my cross here, and I'm trying to help people understand, because I think everybody will be served well by that. So, a couple more myths for you about financial advisors. Financial advisors are all the same. Pick one you like. Who has the lowest fee? I've talked about the importance of liking them. Well, just so pick the one with the lowest fee and rock and roll. Well, the one with the lowest fee might cost you the most in the long run. If they don't know what they're doing and you rely on that advice, that may be a very costly savings. You know, it's a little bit like getting that coupon in the mail or walking in the store and saying, oh my gosh, that 50-gallon barrel of mayonnaise is buy one, get one free. Yeah? Okay, so first of all, do you even eat mayonnaise? Do you like mayonnaise that much? Do you need a barrel of it? So, you know, deals aren't always a deal, I guess is my point. Now, you know, advisors vary just like doctors, chiropractors, massage therapists. You can tell I've had some experience with them. Professional services vary. Dry cleaners vary. Restaurants vary. You know, even fast food restaurants vary. You might say, well, David, it's all fast and it's not so good. Well, I would beg to differ. But when you look at cheap isn't better. Better's better. There's an old quote that I love and I have memorized. There's no teleprompters behind the mic or the camera when I share this with you. There's nothing in the world that can't be made a little worse and sold a little cheaper. And those that consider price only are that man's lawful prey. John Ruskin lived by that. You can get cheap. You ever been to the flea market and you find something, it's like, oh, this is cool. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's only 6 cents. I'm buying 4 of them. You put it in the seat next to you on the way home, it falls apart just from the vibration of the car. I mean, you know, cheap is not better. Same with mutual funds. Cheaper is not necessarily better. There are cheap funds that will hurt you. All right. Number 2, paying an advisor, and this is a hot topic, paying an advisor a fee instead of a commission assures impartiality. False. That's not true. And I'll give you some scenarios. There's a big debate raging right now in the financial industry. It has raged for decades that how an advisor is paid, one way might be better than another. Well, I disagree. I think that as long as you know how the advisor is paid, and it makes sense to you for what the advisor is doing, and they disclose it to you in writing, all's good. One way or another isn't necessarily better. You know, the current debate is that, well, you know, that you have to pay a fee and not have a commission, because then that means that the advisor is not partial or is not impartial, that they're biased if they receive a commission for doing whatever it is. So let me give you a couple scenarios to debunk that for you, because I don't want that to get in the way of anybody getting good advice. And I also don't like this broad brushstroke. And to be quite frank, there is some real self-righteousness in this debate. So let's say you take the quote-unquote high road. You hire an advisor to manage your money for a fee. Now, I'm going to pick on it even though I do it this way. So bear with me on this. You hire an advisor to manage your account for a fee. And let's say that you've hired that advisor to manage your $100,000 investment portfolio, and they're going to charge you 1.5% per year. That's $1,500 a year. What is that per quarter? Divide by 4, $375 a quarter, or $125 a month to eyeball and manage and make changes to your portfolio and not receive a commission. That's fee-based investment advice. So you've hired them, they're doing a good job, all's good. Something comes up though where you need that money back. You've got another investment opportunity, or you are thinking of paying off your mortgage, or XYZ, whatever. You've got something else you want to do. You say to the advisor, who is supposed to be objective because they are a fee-based advisor, you know, I'm thinking of closing this account. I need the money to do X. Are they impartial? Are they going to say, oh, absolutely? Or is the fact that you're going to be taking away that $125 a month that helps them pay their bills going to cloud their answer to you? Now, of course, in a perfect world, and if they have integrity and a high moral compass, they will say, well, let's look at what's best for you. And I would hope that I would always do that for my clients. But the point is, one way or the other does not necessarily guarantee you impartiality. The key thing, what is it? How does it work? Disclosed in writing. And if you don't get the sense that your advisor or an advisor that you're interviewing will be forthright about that, and they seem to hesitate at all, out of there. You're done. Because it is such a basic and easy thing to do. It's not a mystery. Okay, I've gotten on my soapbox again. All right. And number 3, any advisor worth their salt should be able to tell you when to get in and when to get out of the market. They know when to stop the bleeding. They know when to move you to cash. They know when to go back in when the market's bottomed out. All the suckers have been run out of the market. Now it's time for the smart money to go in. Can I say that with any more sarcasm? That's extraordinarily difficult to do. And I don't think that is the job of an advisor. Timing the market, really, really, really hard. I don't know anybody who can do it. Now, again, talking heads on TV might make it sound like they know what to do. They bust a watermelon with a sledgehammer and then tell you this is what the market's going to do. Really? So I know I'm getting a little excited. Bear with me here. The point is that staying invested with good quality stuff, picking things that make sense for you, that make sense for your situation, getting objective advice, all these things can help you. Trying to jump in and jump out or expecting an advisor to do that is just asking for trouble. It's difficult to do, and you should not expect it. These are things to think about with financial advisors, and I'll continue to talk about it because I think it can help you get good advice and help you plan stronger.